JFK's grandson is all grown up, and the resemblance is uncanny. Many superstars have handed the limelight to some of their younger family members. We just aren't aware of it. Today's generational celebrities, such as actors and musicians, have extraordinary family histories that span decades. However, the entertainment sector must be in their blood. Celebrities often dislike discussing their parents, much less their grandparents. They want to distinguish themselves and develop their own generational renown. Having a career that's overshadowed by a previous family member's triumphs and performances may be tough, particularly when the world is watching your every step. Indeed, having grandparents like Clark Gable or Debbie Reynolds would lead the public to believe that their grandkids had it easy. The new generational stardom seems to be working just as hard here. Anne Gwynn and grandson Chris Pine. Chris Pine is well known for his performances in Star Trek, Wonder Woman, and The Princess Diaries. But it's evident that his excellent looks come from his grandmother, Anne Gwynn. She started as a model and quickly rose to become one of Hollywood's original scream queens. She also appeared in other films and helped establish the horror genre. She and her husband had 2 children, one of whom was Gwen Guilford, Chris Pine's mother. Audrey Hepburn and granddaughter Emma Ferrer. Audrey Hepburn is the sort of actress who doesn't require an introduction. She has a legendary career and a timeless aesthetic. Even though times have changed, she remains a pop culture and fashion icon. Her granddaughter, model Emma Ferrer, inherited her grandmother's excellent features. Emma's been a model for quite some time and continues to pose for the camera. In 2019, she tried her hand at acting and earned a part in the art house film Man in the Attic. Debbie Reynolds and granddaughter Billie Lourd. Debbie Reynolds was a leading lady in Hollywood during the golden age of acting. She died in 2016, but she's most remembered for her appearance in Singin' in the Rain. She's the mother of Carrie Fisher, a Star Wars star who had a daughter called Billie Lourd. Lourd has quickly established herself as a must-see actor, appearing in series such as American Horror Story and co-starring with her mother in the Star Wars trilogy from 2015 to 2019. She demonstrated that acting and show business run in her family. Elvis Presley and granddaughter Riley Coe. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, brought rock to the masses, permanently changing the business. Nobody's been able to match Elvis as an artist. Unfortunately, his early demise shocked and awed millions. This rock and roll icon would have been pleased to learn that his granddaughter would follow in his footsteps in the spotlight. Coe Presley, Lisa Marie Presley's daughter, is an actress who has collaborated with filmmaker Steven Soderbergh on various movies. She was also the award-winning director's initial pick for the controversial series The Girlfriend Experience. Clark Gable and grandson Clark James Gable. Few performers could keep up with Clark Gable's speed. He's had consistent successes throughout his career. He appeared in many classic films, including It Happened One Night and Gone with the Wind. He was the leading man for several famous women, including Vivian Leigh, Joan Crawford, and many more. Clark James Gable, the grandson, was able to acquire most of his grandfather's features, such as his devilishly gorgeous looks and charming attitude. He was the host of the television program Cheaters. Clark James Gable died of an overdose in 2019 when he was just 30 years old. Samuel Goldwyn and grandson TonyGoldwyn. Samuel Goldwyn, as a studio owner during the golden age of Hollywood, was one of the people who laid the road for modern-day film. He was born in Warsaw, Poland, and set out to realize the American dream. As the phrase goes, dreams really do come true, and he soon earned a life and a fortune from it. Tony Goldwyn, his grandson, attempted to follow in his grandfather's footsteps in the entertainment industry. Carl Brunner's part in the film Ghost, starring Patrick Swayze, was his first big break. From 2012 to 2018, he portrayed Fitzgerald Grant III, President of the United States, in the Scandal television series. Elizabeth Taylor and grandson Quinn Tivey. Elizabeth Taylor was a great actress with a commanding presence who, like most Hollywood stars, had a colorful love life. With multiple relationships and a luxurious lifestyle, she was able to generate as much press as her films, and she was worth $481 million when she died in 2011. Quinn Tivey, her grandson, has carried on her legacy by assisting individuals impacted by AIDS. Despite having the cameras turned off, his grandma appeared bigger than life to him. Charlie Chaplin and granddaughter Una Chaplin. Many current comedians may claim to respect Charlie Chaplin, at least in certain ways. He pioneered the genre as one of the first comedians to appear on television, making the tragic tales of the time look hilarious. Una, Chaplin's daughter, has been cast in the popular HBO series Game of Thrones. Despite having just a tiny role, being a part of such a series has helped her CV. Charlie Chaplin and grandson James Thierry. Entertainment, like the preceding example, is a family business. As a child, James Thierry, like his grandpa, enjoyed entertaining any audience he could find. James, like his grandpa, has a wide range of skills and abilities. He's well versed in entertainment as a mime, dancer, musician, and circus artist. And as they say, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, since both his mother, Victoria Chaplin's daughter, and his father worked in the entertainment world. Sadly, Charlie Chaplin died 3 years after James was born. John Barrymore and granddaughter Drew Barrymore. Though his granddaughter is much more well-known, John Barrymore was a huge thing in his day. He liked serious parts but was open to light comedy that would allow him to show off his flexibility. Drew, on the other hand, was not permitted to meet her grandpa since he died before she was born. This does not affect the fact that their dynasty is capable of generating very gifted performers. Lucille Ball and great-granddaughter Desiree Anzalone. Being the great-granddaughter of a well-known franchise's executive producer has its advantages. Desiree Anzalone inherited her great-grandparents' fortune via the successful I Love Lucy series. When it came to humor in the 1950s, Lucille Ball was a legend. Her great-granddaughter bore an uncanny likeness to her. Blythe Danner and granddaughter Apple Martin. Blythe Danner is more than an actor. She's a phenomenon, and at 77 years old, her achievements speak for themselves. She's amassed a slew of awards from Tonys to Emmys for her roles in films like I'll See You in My Dreams, What They Had, and many more. She's the mother of Gwyneth Paltrow, a well-known Hollywood actress who has appeared in various films and is the on-screen wife of Tony Stark/Iron Man in the Marvel Avengers series. She married Chris Martin in 2004, and Apple Martin was born a year later. Apple has only been in the business for 15 years, yet it's now worth $150 billion. Wellington Mara and granddaughter Kate Mara. Being born into a dynasty might be challenging, but Kate Mara didn't seem to view it that way. She's appeared in films such as Open Road, The Martian, and Brokeback Mountain. Her grandfather was a New York Giants co-owner and the son of the team's founder, Tim Mara. Berry Gordy and grandson Sky Blue. Berry Gordy, the founder of Motown Records and a pioneer in transforming the face of contemporary music, is also a composer, which adds to his intrigue. Sky Blue, his grandson, has the same abilities as his grandpa. Sky Blue is a rapper, record producer, and member of the boy band LMFAO. Sky Blue, or Skylar Gordy, certainly received a few musical traits from his granddad. Berry Gordy and granddaughter Mahogany Lox. Music runs through the blood of this family, and Mahogany Lox is Berry Gordy's granddaughter and Sky Blue's sister. Her debut single was called Boom. It surely took off on social media in 2015. Fifth Harmony requested that she join their tour while she was on the rise in the music industry. Following that, she continued to refine her profession, creating new songs, and in 2019, she published a song named Take Your Man. Jackie Kennedy Onassis and granddaughter Rose Schlossberg. Rose Kennedy Schlossberg is frequently compared to her grandmother, former First Lady Jackie Kennedy Onassis, as seen in these two photos. Schlossberg didn't follow in her family's political footsteps, opting instead for a career in acting. Caroline Kennedy, the former American ambassador to Japan and the sole surviving child of Jackie O and John F. Kennedy, is her mother.